All right, hi everybody. Happy Sunday to you. We're going to do something a little bit different today, and I wanted to preface it with a couple words, some ideas about the way that we approach worship, the way we approach personal worship. So I wanted to share with you what I call personal worship. It's a little bit different from corporate worship. The way that I would describe it is it's something that you lead. It's aside from a pastor or from a worship leader leading a congregation. It's when we lead ourselves into the presence of God, and we are changing the environment around us. It's again not being led; it's leading ourselves. You might be surprised to find out that most of corporate worship is actually very planned. I could go into that some other time if you ever want to know how or why. But a lot of it is pretty planned, and a lot of the way that we do that is a function of preparing, and it makes it easier for us to enjoy the presence of God together corporately. And there is such a big value on that. And in no way am I saying that that's not important. It is. However, there's another muscle that we need to learn to use as a community. And many of you may already be doing this, but I wanted to share my thoughts on it because I think it is so important. So when we talk about personal worship, where we are self-leading ourselves into that place with God, we are doing something actively to change the environment around us. My mind is always drawn to David, the shepherd boy on the hills of Bethlehem watching his sheep. And there's that story you'll recall when he is called into the king's courts, and King Saul is suffering from an evil spirit that's tormenting him. And Saul's advisors say, King Saul, there's this guy, this young guy, when he plays, it changes the environment. When he plays his harp, it changes the environment. And so King Saul says, sure, go, just go get him. And David comes and he plays, and the environment changes, the evil spirit leaves. And we as Christians have the ability to change the environment around us, just like, the little boy David, when he played and he sang his worship songs to God. And it's so important that we have this skill. I believe it's such an important part of the Christian life. I'm also reminded of Jehoshaphat, the king who sends his worshipers ahead of the army, and the army comes into battle to find the enemy already destroyed, already in disorder, because the presence of God changed the environment around the battlefield. And so we are going to do something a little bit different today. You're not completely on your own for worship. I'm not asking you to just, sing on your own and change your own environment in your home. But what I am going to ask you to do is, as we do this worship playlist, I want you to stretch that muscle. I want you to work the muscle of leading yourself into worship. There is going to be this YouTube playlist, and it's some songs that we've chosen, some of our favorites. But what I want you to do is I want you to lead yourself. I want you to choose a verse, a psalm. It could be just a heart song. One of the things I do regularly is I choose a song, and I will just sing it over and over and over and over again, and it becomes a heart song. Everybody's got one. If that's your heart, if you want to sing your heart song, just start singing that song instead of the YouTube playlist. If you have that favorite verse, do that. If you don't have anything, if you've never done this before, if this is really uncomfortable, what I want you to do is sing, Father, I am yours. Sing, Father, I am yours. And do it whenever you want to during the playlist. Just start singing that until your heart moves and you can feel like something's happening. The presence of God is coming. And don't stop until that happens. That is changing the environment around you, inside of your heart and your spirit man, your spirit woman. And that is the muscle that we are learning today. That's the muscle that we are stretching and, building those muscles. It's a skill that takes time, but we're going to start learning it today. So Looking forward to it. Want to hear your stories. Thanks.